Alright, and so on the last of my pegboard panels. I've chosen a blue, basically silver, blue, silver, or we could just say blue metal, bare metal color scheme. Right now I need to put one more in, which would be right here. One of the things I need to do first is to make sure you can see where my studs are. Two ways. You can use a stud finder like this to get across the wall, and it will show you where these studs are. Right there. Right there. But if I go slowly, if you can see this, it will show me the edge of the stud, which is about right there. The middle of the stud, or actually it's right there, that's where the center. And the edge of the stud is about right here. They're not always that accurate, so sometimes you have to do a different thing. And the different thing that you may need to do is try to find where the holes are by using a small bit and just drilling in several times to see where the holes are. But first, I already got all this, so I'm just going to put this in line. The good thing is I don't need to put these in studs. I could use drywall anchors for these. So the thing is, I'm just going to line them up. Most of these are on studs. Now I've already taken a look. I think I'm right at the edge of a stud. So I might catch a stud, I might not. It's going to be very, very close for this last panel. Anyways, this last panel is going to go right about here. Okay. First thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to line it up with the wall. Make sure this is nice and flush. Right there, it's nice and flush with my measure. Oh, that moved a little bit. Come on. Nice and flush and it's straight. There we go. And I'm going to start marking the holes where my drill holes are. Where my drill holes are. There we go. Got those marked. And here's the difference. These things come with packets of screws right here. So I need one packet. The thing is, if I use a drywall anchor, one of these drywall anchors, I actually have to use a 1/4 inch drill bit to get the drywall anchor in. If I'm not using the drywall anchors, I just go straight in with the screw, and I use a 1/8 drill bit. But since I'm not really testing whether or not there's a stud there, I'm going to use this drill bit for the 1/8 to see if I actually hit the stud. If I hit the stud, then I'm just going to go in. If I don't hit a stud, then I need to use the 1/4 to actually get that screw in. So first one right here. I think down here I'm actually going to hit the stud. And I can feel it because it won't go in anymore. So the stud is right there. Okay, next one. Let's see if I actually hit the stud with this one. I don't think there's a stud there. I think I just missed a stud. But I think the stud's on the right. Let me try this. Yep, there's a stud on the right. I might have worked out because I'm right at the edge of the stud. But I'd rather be on the stud than on drywall just for. Yep, that's where the stud is. Just to the right. So I'm going to put that in a small angle this way so I can hit the stud. Same thing for this one. I think the stud is right at the edge, but I'm going to put this in an angle that way so I can hit the stud. Yep, there's the stud. Got that. Okay, good. Now I know the ones on the right don't have a stud at all, so I'm going to actually be using the drywall anchors on the right. So this is the 1/4. This one I could just really quick go in the 1/4 drill bit, and right in the middle where I mark the holes. This goes in and right. Really quick. Oh. I think I might have a stud there. Check that with a smaller bit. Actually, this is why sometimes I should have practiced on all these with a smaller bit first, to see if there's an actual stud. Get one to go in, so there might actually be a stud right there. I thought there wasn't a stud there, but oh well. With the smaller bit, because I felt a stud. And wow, what do you know? There actually is a stud right there. Let's see if there's a small stud right here. There is no stud up there, so up there I do have to do an anchor. The thing with this wall is, this is a weird wall. Studs don't exactly go all the way up and down. So I've been trying to find a stud, so it's been a little hard. There's no stud there. There was a stud right here. I'm guessing that stud is probably a cross beam somewhere in the wall. So now to put the anchors in, you just need, where is it? Mallet. Actually, one right here. That's where that one will go. And one right here is where this one will go. Alright, time to get all the screws in. So there's a stud here, and you go that way, stud here, and you go that way. I'm guessing this piece of wood is not going exactly straight up, it's going a little bit crooked that way. But we'll make it work. Alright, time to get the screws and to get everything in. First thing again, getting all my screws. And then, right. A lot of times I like to do the top first, just so it makes it a little bit easier, because top just holds everything, holds all the way down. So I like going in from the top. Now one thing is, don't screw them all the way in, because you might sit and adjust this a little bit. Screw them about halfway in, and it'll basically hold up. There should be a stud here, so you're gonna right here. Yep. There we go. Then no stud right here. Alright. Hopefully I hit the stud by going in a small angle over here. But this one's right in, there's a stud right there. Yep. And these going at the angle. Not exactly all the way in, but I just hit the stud. So that's what I like. I can tell it's because the screws don't exactly go in very easily. Alright, just making sure everything's flush. Everything looks good. Now just tighten all the screws. That one's in. This one in. That one's in. That one's in. Last one. They're tight. It's in. Now it's in. No movement, no movement, no movement. And there you go. Now I can start putting things on my pegboard and start filling this all this stuff. Just like that. There we go.